First of all, I am thankful to you all for joining in for this session and investing your valuable time in learning about a topic which is about leveraging SSL certificates for pen testing and bug bounties. So, I'll quickly give you an introduction about myself. I am Shifa Cyclewala. I have been training students about cybersecurity from a long time. I started my journey as a mobile application developer wherein I have an experience working on SSL certificates. So that is the reason I chose this topic, and I think this is a very effective technique, or this is a very effective way which can be implemented quickly to your methodology in order to find out some unique vulnerabilities. So I hope you all are excited to learn more about SSL certificates and how you can use it for your recon and do pen testing and bug bounties effectively. So let's quickly begin the session. Please feel free to put down your queries in the chat box. Yeah, I'm going to do that for you. So I'm saying that if you all feel that there is something that is not understandable, or if you have queries or doubts in between, then you all are free to put everything in the chat box. I'm going to come back to the chat box and answer all the queries that you all have so far. And at the end, I'm going to save some time so that we all can discuss on the queries, and you all will be free to ask as many as questions you all want. So let's quickly begin. First of all, what is a SSL certificate? SSL certificate is a digital certificate that actually authenticates a website's identity. Similar to our identity, websites also have an identity that is generally digitally verified and authenticated by a thing called as SSL certificates. SSL stands for Secure Socket Layer. Please mention or note it down somewhere. SSL stands for Secure Socket Layer. It is a security protocol that creates an encrypted link between the web server and your own browser. So this SSL is a protocol that basically creates an encrypted link between the web server that you are going to communicate with and your own system. So here I have written some things which are very common and which will make you understand and give you all a clear picture about SSL certificate. So you can imagine it to be a small data files that digitally binds a cryptographic key to an organization's detail. When it is installed on the web server, it activates the padlock. I am sure you all must have seen a padlock near to your URL. That padlock and the HTTPS protocol, which is on 443 generally, allowing a secure connection from a web server to a browser. This is what is called as SSL certificate. Once you install it, it creates an encrypted channel. Why do we need to first of all install a certificate? We install a SSL certificate so that no one can steal your data when it is in transit. Even when a person who is trying to perform a man in the middle attack is able to achieve or capture some data, but still he is not able to identify that what data is being transferred, because the data or the packet that he has captured would be completely encrypted. So the person who is trying to perform a man in the middle attack will never be able to understand what is the data that is transferring between your system and the server. This is the main reason we use SSL certificates. In the websites where we do not have SSL certificates, the data transfers over HTTP, which is mostly on port number 80 or port number 8080. When the communication is happening on HTTP, the data is not encrypted. In case of the middle attack, anyone who's capturing the data will be able to completely see the information in the plain text. This practical can quickly be demonstrated with the help of Wireshark. You all can quickly download Wireshark and try to capture the traffic which is on HTTP, as well as try to capture the traffic which is moving on HTTPS. Due to short time, I'll not be able to show you the practical for that, because I have a lot of things to show you all related to pen testing and bug bounties. If time permits, at the end, I'm going to take up quickly Wireshark and show you how to capture the data using that on HTTP as well as over HTTPS websites. I'm going to move on quickly. So this is what a SSL certificate is made up of. The first thing that a certificate has is a common name or a organization name. It has a DNS name or a host name. It has dates or the certificate validity. It also has a public key. It has issuer's signature, and it also has issuer's organization name, etc. So I'm going to quickly go on my browser, look for something, let's say google.com. When I go there, can you see a padlock which confirms that this site definitely has a SSL certificate? As soon as I click on this padlock, I'm going to see this particular pop-up. And if you want to really find out the details about the SSL certificate, then you need to click on this, whether the connection is secure. As soon as you do that, you're going to see this certificate is a valid certificate currently. Once you click here, you're going to see a lot more details which we have seen in my presentation. We are going to see all these details now, which you can see here. The first thing is common name or organization name, which is google.com. This certificate is issued by this organization. This is the organization name. This is the common name. And you can also see the validity period. It is issued on this date. It is going to be expired on this date. And we can also see a unique fingerprint for this certificate. When I go to details, and if I go down, I'll still be able to see all these details related to the certificate, which we have discussed. When I click on issuer, I'll be able to see the organization name. I can also check the validity from here. And as you go down, you can also see the public key. So all this information is available when you have a SSL, a valid SSL certificate. I hope you all are able to relate this picture to something what I have shown you. Okay, moving on. SSL certificate in web security is installed because it makes sure about the authentication and trust. It also makes sure about the data integrity, and it also keeps the information confidential. As I said, the information that is going to be transferred between a client and a server is going to be a encrypted information. In case of data being captured by someone else, it is still not going to be decrypted because the data is sent over a secure network, which is in the encrypted format. So SSL certificates provides authentication and trust. It provides data integrity, and it also provides confidentiality. Common uses of SSL certificates are we use these certificates for securing our web transactions. We use these certificates for securing the email communication, securing file transfers, and finally, the identity verification.